Hello everybody, this is En Route and I'm back to make another video. Happy New Year. I have come out of hibernation myself and I just wanted to come and touch base and touch on a few points. A lot has happened. I'm working on so many things, and I've had a birthday, and it is spring now. It is the new year. Trees are now blossoming and fruit is fruiting, and it's a great time to get all your seeds sprouting, which I hope I can start growing a couple of things. But we had a successful inauguration. We got a lot of things put in. We got a lot of things dealt with. This is going to be kind of a loaded video because just a lot has happened with regards to the inauguration. I think that the tariffs on Great Britain, given that it's like our sister country or brother country, cousin country, sibling country, it's our family. Britain is kind of, goes hand in hand with the United States. But I feel like the tariffs going on with them, I don't know why, but I feel like we should keep an eye on that. There's going to be something important with that. But yeah, let's just keep an eye on that. I don't really want to get too into that, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. I wanted to talk about the wildfires in California, and I know this seems to, oh, well, that's old news, but not really, because a lot of it is destroyed. And a lot of people were able to capture satellite imagery of the fire erupting, and it was clearly done intentionally, which means that that area is going to be used for some kind of development later on, a significant development later on. It's a shame that it was done on purpose, and it's definitely something that all of us as citizens, as people of the world, especially in places like California and places that they catch fire really quickly and there's not a lot of rain. There needs to be something in place, some kind of reservoir of water that the government doesn't have any control over, that can allow people to put out fires locally. And again, a lot of people that were trying to access the fire hydrants, again, just like how it was in Maui, there was no water in the fire hydrants, specifically at this time when it was the most necessary. So just coming up with solutions so that the people have more power and have more ability to take action on things when the government is doing funny things. It's a great loss. It's a bigger loss than most people would realize, but you go through life, you go through the day-to-day and you forget about things, and then another thing happens, and then you forget about that, and then another thing happens and you forget about that, until it all eventually ends up on your doorstep. And this is the problem, is that we don't end up solving any of these issues until they're right at our doorstep, and the problem is so much more bigger than we had ever anticipated it to be. So it's getting that thought out there. Another thing I wanted to talk about is thinking about other types of communication, such as satellite and radio. We're so dependent on Wi-Fi, and we're so dependent on, the internet, but we need to bring back more of a radio way of doing things, and it maybe make it more accessible, more digestible for the younger generation, by making people understand how important satellite is. Satellite is, super necessary. Like, every time there's a doomsday movie, the only thing they can rely on is radio. So why not make radio something that is more common and accessible, and that everybody has, that it's just like a given. It's like a given that everybody has a cell phone. Why wouldn't it be a given that everybody has some type of radio communication as well? Right? So that was something I was really thinking about. And I know it's just kind of like a random thing, but I'm throwing it out there because I think it's important. I may be going in a few different directions with this channel, and maybe even opening another channel, another outlet, to kind of compartmentalize certain ways I go about videos. So there may be that going on, and I just wanted to, put an update. This isn't going to be a super long, in-depth video, but it is a little bit loaded. It is a little bit loaded. I have a lot of topics there. And, I wanted to also talk about another thing, is collectively being more comfortable with chastising bad behavior, because we have opened up we've kind of opened up Pandora's box a little bit when it comes to the culture that we're allowing to proliferate, for lack of a better word. But I think that making it culturally more acceptable to chastise bad behavior instead of condoning it and trying to find reason for coddling people's bad behavior and people, and I'm not saying being unreasonable, but when it comes to like the over sexualization of everything and everyone, and making it so much more common instead of sacred and special and important, we're just allowing this this more sloppier way of doing things, and just being more open, but not in a way that is honorable. It's just essentially bringing more classiness back, bringing a more classy way of being, and making that more and more popular, and not condoning being trashy, essentially. So that is it for this video. Again, Happy New Year. It is spring. It's time to really get the ball rolling and making, this year as productive and successful as we possibly can for ourselves. And, I'm going to be, making videos sporadically. So, there's that. But I just wanted to check in and say what's up. So y'all have a great... Y'all have a great day. This is En route, and I'm out.